with bare hands and borrowed. It's carved, it's ancestral, it's earned, it's carved, it's cultivated. It's mine because I built it with bare hands and borrowed strength. People love to clap for the finished product, but they never ask about the process. They love to shine, but they don't ask about the shadows I had to walk through to get here. They don't know about the nights I cried so hard I had to remind myself to breathe. They don't know about the mornings I woke up with swollen eyes, but still whisper, God, if you give me strength, I'll try again. They don't know about the days I felt invisible, unseen, unpicked, unprotected, but still kept building like a woman who knew her future depended on her faithfulness. I didn't stumble into this season, I sowed into it, I suffered into it, I sang my way through it, I survived my way into it. Brick by brick, prayer by prayer, step by step, I built this, I built me. Brick by brick, my turn wasn't luck, it was labor, it was holy sweat, it was sacred grind, it was me choosing myself. On days I barely recognize myself.
Talk to me.
My turn didn't come, I created it with God in my lungs and my ancestors humming in my bones. See, I'm not new to the fight, I'm familiar with the battlefield. I know what it feels like to rebuild myself with nothing but a mustard seed and the memory of who I used to be. I know what it feels like to be overlooked until God said,
I know what it's
now
like.
Watch me make her undeniable. I know what it feels like to be counted out until
I know what it's like.
Whispered, baby,
I'm sure you know what it's like too.
You were in training.
That's all you just in
This
training,
ain't
baby.
coincidence, this ain't chance, this ain't luck. This is lineage working up in my bloodstream. This is purpose stretching its arms in my chest.
Come on, y'all.
This is every woman
Come on,
before
y'all.
me who didn't get a turn, but still prayed I'd get mine. I didn't bloom out of nowhere.
You're not blooming out of nowhere.
Out of wounds, out of
You're
worship,
you're
out of
blooming
waiting
on
rooms,
purpose,
where
baby.
God was rearranging my
Talk to me.
destiny behind the scenes.
That's what God's doing.
I bloomed out of broken that didn't break me. I bloomed out of battles that didn't bury me. I bloomed because I refused to let the darkness
I
convince
refuse
me
to let that darkness
that the
get
light
me.
wasn't coming. Let me tell you something.
Mm.
Favor feels different.
Favor does feel
When you
different
fought for it,
when you fight
peace
for it.
hits
Yeah.
when you bled for it,
Ooh, and I
Joy
bled, baby.
tastes
I
sweet.
bled.
when you cried for it, and
Yes.
purpose
Come on
purpose becomes personal.
now. Come on now.
When you realize you didn't wait for a door, you carved one out the wall.
Come on
with
now. That's
nothing
what
but
y'all doing
faith,
right here. Y'all
grit,
carving. Y'all
and a
carving.
God who refused to let you fold. So don't call it love, call it labor, call it legacy. Call it the long road, finally paying you back with interest. My turn wasn't luck.
Y'all better remember that.
It was late nights,
Come on
wet
now.
pillows and whispered prayers. It was every keep going. I told myself when quitting felt easier.
How much y'all keep telling yourselves? Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
I earned every inch of this light. So when you see me shining,
Don't be mad because you
Know
see me
this.
shining, baby. That's
I didn't
what I'm
stumble
supposed to
into
do.
my
I'm supposed to
season. I built it brick by brick,
How you built it?
prayer by prayer,
Prayer by
tear
prayer,
by
brick
tear,
by brick,
and
y'all.
I'm still building.
Thank you, God.
Because God ain't done with me yet.
Ooh, God ain't done with you. God ain't done with you. Rich Rising, everyone. Thank you guys for coming in. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok. Thank you guys so much for coming in and for showing up, showing out, being here today. You know, I come and I bring this energy every day, one way or another, because I want to remind you that first and foremost, You're not here by chance. You're not here by happenstance. God isn't playing a joke on you or a trick on you. You are here on purpose. And you are here for purpose. And a lot of us have lost that connection. We've lost that within ourselves because it's one major thing that we do. And I got to call it out today. I got to really call it out because the first commandment that we had, that, by the way, Moses broke. So as much as we have the 10 commandments, they never got to the fucking people. We have the 10 commandments, but they did not get to the people. They did not get in your hands. We know them, but they weren't trained up in our spirit because before we even had a chance to see them, before we even had a chance to lay our eyes on that glory, it was broken. His ego, Moses' ego, Moses' self-righteousness, I wouldn't even call it his ego. His ego was fine. His self-righteousness is what kicked his ass. His self-righteousness is what made those commandments break. Because what did he do? He started a comparison. And he started to evaluate the two things. The fact that I was up on that mountain with Jesus. I was up on that mountain with God. Right? I'm up on that mountain. I get to see the burning bush, the fire. Guys, I'm going to show you my back. You won't be able to see my face. I'm such a bad boy. You know what I mean? Guys, like, yo, talk to me nice. You up there on that hill with him. All right? Cool. You come back down and see us whining on a few bulls and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They was getting loose with the bulls, though. They was whining and grinding on them bulls, wasn't they? They was having a good ass time on them bulls. They was wiping their hair and shining that shit up. And when Moses came off that hill, when he came down off the mountain, the first thing and the first mistake that he made, he looked at them and compared himself. He had went through a pilgrimage. He had went through a different source of connection. So he felt like he was somebody. Like, come on now, if you sit down there and you go up on a hill and you're talking to God and you got the burning bush blueing and all that, you're going to be feeling a little bit spicy too. You're going to be feeling a extra confidence like, yo, do you know who the fuck I was just talking to up that hill right there, bro? Like, I was talking to the big cheese, the head NIC. I was talking to the big boy up there on that mountain. I was getting it. I was getting the word. Yo, he even wrote all this stuff down on two big ass rocks for me. Carved it out in the rocks. Then carved the rocks out of the rock. And gave me these 2 stone tablets and told me, go back to the people and help them out. Now, here's the thing. I came back to the people. This is Moses talking. I came back to the people. I seen them whining all on the bull and gyrating and gyrating themselves. And what did he do in breaking those commandments? He started to evaluate the 2 things. The holy and the unholy. Those who are for God and who's not for God. And that's where he made the mistake. He made the mistake because he started looking at those 2 or more things and started to identify. Oh, well, I'm holy. I was just talking to God up on the bush. I was just hollering at God up on the bush. There's no way that I'm not better than these people because I was the one chosen to go up on that hill. I was the one that was chosen to go up on that hill. I was the one that was chosen. So obviously I got to be somebody great. I got to be somebody wonderful. Otherwise, God wouldn't have had me up on that hill. And he also made one other mistake. So the first commandment was broken in many ways. You shall not have any other gods before me. When he seen them with the bulls and he seen them winding up and having a good time with the bulls, he got so angry because, again, he saw what they were doing above those tablets that he had in his hand. He saw what they were doing as higher than what God just gave him, those commandments. Why the fuck would I have given you the commandments? And you think I didn't know they was whining on the bulls? They was making the bulls. Why the fuck you was up on this hill? While you was up here talking to me, while you was up here chilling with me, getting all this grace and seeing fire burning bushes and all that, while you was doing all of that, they were down there making them calves. They were down there making all that idols and all that stuff. That's why I made you the commandments. I made you the commandments and I sent you down with them, but then your ass went into comparison mode. And how many of y'all are doing this right now? How many of y'all are doing this right now? I could tell you our race has us fucked up. White people think they better than black people, or they think they better than any goddamn body, to tell you the truth. Not all of them. But that's the story that's being perpetrated, isn't it? That's the story that's being perpetrated. That you think you better than me. But if you thought you were better than me, then you wouldn't be moving the way you move. So you understand? Obviously, there's a little bit of a hiccup there because you are comparing two things and looking to see where they're similar and where they're different. Here's the thing. As human beings, we're all the fucking same, right? Unless you have a birth defect. And we call it a birth defect. We call it a defect. Something that you were supposed to have that you don't have. So the blind man, he's supposed to have perfect vision. The man who can't hear, he's supposed to have perfect vision. The man who was born with one arm. The one that was born with just a torso. He don't even got the legs. Fuck the legs. We ain't doing the legs this time. We don't even need that shit. And you sit down there and you compare yourself. You're comparing yourself women to men. We're comparing ourselves black and white. We're comparing ourselves tall and short. We compare ourselves fat and skinny. Don't you notice how all those spectrums of comparison, what does it do? It takes away from you shall have no other gods before me. I said what I said. And it's the truth. And it is what it is. You said, what is my view? Oh, you want to get deep with me. Why you got to get all deep? Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to go all extra there. That's a whole nother show, Neely. Do I think it's okay? No. What's my view on it? Fucking wrong. That's my view on it. That's my view on it. But then we as human beings, we come in with work to do. We come in with work to do. We come in with work to do, y'all. Our circumstances and where our life goes, yeah, we came here to do work. So even that 1-year-old, that 10-year-old, that 50-year-old, that 100-year-old, yeah, we all came to do work, honey. And the way we go in this world, the way we pass in this world, it's meant to be wake-up calls. That's what it's meant to be. When everybody in your family is dying of heart attacks, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to look at what they're doing and just not do that shit no more. But no, here we are with the comparisons. It runs in the family. So because I'm in the family, I must compare my lifestyle. I must compare the way I eat. I must compare the way I behave to this family because that's the way my family moves. So if I'm not moving in that element, then maybe I'm not like them. That's why there's so much black sheep running around. Because there's something in you that says, hey, wait a minute. I don't need to do that anymore. There's something in you that says, I got to move in a better light. There's something that you got to do that shifts. Neely, I will block you. Please. I will block you. I come on to share this message. Please, just sit down and take it or just leave. But do not come and start to disrupt the space. What is the point? Now you're being muted, you see? And next time you're just going to be blocked. I don't have time for this energy with y'all. I really don't. You guys want to fight? You guys want to do all of that? Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. I'm not in that phase because I will cuss you the fuck out. I'm not that godly. When it comes to sitting down and telling people they shit, I will cuss you all out. I will call out all your insecurities, your business. I will fuck you. Please don't make me do that. So I tell you guys, I'm really nice, but I'm not that nice. I'm nice, but I'm not that nice. Because I'm not your clown. I'm not a joke. I already come here and give my time. I give my energy. I give my peace to y'all. Don't play with it. Because when I'm gone, oh, Taja, where are you? And oh, we need you. And then don't play with it. Then don't play with it. Because you got to pick. Y'all want positive energy and yet spend all your time doing dark shit. This is why I had to come and make this message this morning. This is why I had to come and bring this message this morning. Do you know you guys are in a state of comparison where even in your own lives, like even in your own lives, you're comparing. You're comparing even within yourself. Am I better today than I was yesterday? Am I good enough? Am I this? Am I that? To the point where in order to invalidate, or you will bring up some shit that don't even have nothing to do with nothing. I said you should have no other gods before me. I said that you're not supposed to be comparing yourself to nobody else. What do I feel about a 1-year-old getting killed by the police? What the fuck does that have to do with anything? These are the things. Y'all will literally use anything to stop yourselves from gaining your power. And it's very frustrating. I must say that humans really are confusing people. And y'all are confusing because you really don't want better for yourselves. I realize that. I realize that humans really don't want better for themselves. That's why they keep comparing themselves to everything underneath the sun, especially the shit that ain't no good. Instead of comparing the light and saying, okay, well, what about life? What about abundance? Instead, you're going to focus on the negative. You can't fucking help it. Humans cannot even help. You are the destruction on this planet. There's nothing wrong with planet Earth except for human fucking beings. I just have to say what I said. Even the gorillas is like, they're so stupid. They're so stupid. They don't even know who they are. God damn. When a gorilla's looking at us and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? You have a divine light in you and yet you still comparing yourself to this, to that, to... Huh? You've compared your men to dogs. You've compared your women to dogs. Do you understand what you guys are doing? You compare yourselves to snakes. How come nobody ever says, yo, you're a real fucking eagle, dog? How come nobody don't ever say that? Yo, you're a real eagle out there in them streets. Yo, you a real lion. No, they called you a beast. They'll use anything to diminish you and demean you. They'll use everything that they can to take you off your square instead of putting you back on. And this is why that comparison shit is so dangerous. You comparing yourself, oh, well, am I good in, like, am I as good as my coworker? Am I as good as this woman as am I? How many people call me relationship stuff? Oh, well, I mean, and this person and that person. Why do you guys keep comparing yourselves? I used to do it. I used to look at girls with their little small, little tiny nose and think, ooh, why am I can't wait to get surgery so I could just cut some of this off. Don't touch my fucking nose. Don't touch my nose. Don't touch my crooked ass teeth. Don't touch none of my shit. Don't touch my shit. I was looking at my teeth. I was looking at my teeth this morning. I was like, yo, you can go get your teeth fixed. Right? You get your money out, you go get your teeth fixed and all that, get all this crooked out. But I like it. Like J. Cole, I love my crooked tooth. I love my shit. I love it a little chipped. I love it a little crooked. I like it. Fuck it. Why am I changing it? Because I look at the people who go and get their teeth done and they got the veneers and shit looking crazy. You see, comparison. You looking fucking crazy with them veneers. Looking like you got big chocolates in your mouth. I'll take my crooked ass teeth. At least my crooked ass teeth look like they belong in here. Don't they look like they belong? They look like they fit right in my mouth. They look like they belong. So I stopped comparing. Because man, oh man, oh man, in this society, tell me that they don't have you guys comparing and comparing. Everything is a comparison. Every fucking thing that we are is a comparison. You got to compare cars, compare homes. Everything is a comparison. And every time they have you comparing and comparing and comparing, you know what you're doing, baby? You're taking away your power. You become just like Moses, who came off that mountain and broke the commandments. You are Moses, who came off the mountain. Yeah. Because what are you comparing yourself to? And then half the time, y'all are comparing yourselves to less than. Y'all ain't even comparing yourselves to better than. I look at the billionaires of this planet. Do I want to be a billionaire? Yes. Do I compare myself to the billionaires on this planet and try to validate if I deserve to be a billionaire? No. Because the billionaires on this planet, half of them I don't even fucking respect. I don't respect Elon Musk. I don't respect Bill Gates. I don't respect Jeff Bezos. I don't respect them as people. I don't respect them as people. They're the billionaires of the planet. I don't respect them as people. So why should I compare myself to them? Why should I say, well, am I as good as Jeff Bezos? Shit. Yes, I am. I might even be better than Jeff. I feel like I'm morally better than fucking... I feel like I got a better standing within myself than Elon. Elon's mama said, I want you guys to make more babies so my son could have more slaves in his factory. You telling me I wouldn't do better things with my billions than him? Than have you guys as slaves working in a factory like dogs? So I don't compare myself to Elon. I don't compare myself to nobody, because what I'm going to do with mine ain't what you going to do with yours. What you going to do with yours ain't what I'm going to do with mine. And so I have to stop comparing. Stop comparing yourself. Stop looking out at people and comparing yourself. Stop looking out at people and breaking yourself down. Stop. The first commandment says, you shall have no other gods before me. You were made in the image and likeness of God. Jesus came and told you, I am. I am. He said, look, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Which means that everything that is in heaven should be happening here on this earth. And guess what? They don't have no fucking fight in heaven. Even though I know they talk about Lucifer acting the fuck out. But Lucifer was only acting out because of us. Lucifer was only acting out because of us. This whole devil Satan story, it's only because of us. It's only because we were given a free will to believe or not believe. We were able to look at each other and say, oh yeah, you know what? You're not divine. We were able to do that. This is why the devil got so mad. He was like, what the fuck? So you're going to give them the free will to destroy each other? You're going to give them the free will to like each other and not like each other, to honor each other or not? What? Nah, man. Nah. They don't deserve that. They don't deserve that. You're giving them too much power now. I personally think Now you're giving them the power that you have. Oh, snap. Look at that. That's what the whole war is about. You gave them the power that you have in choice, in creation. You gave them the power that you have. And yet y'all are comparing yourselves to shit. And yet y'all are comparing yourselves to the lowest possible things that you can find on the planet you look for. You guys look down. You don't look up. That's what I realize. That's what that comparison shit has done to us. It keeps making us look down. Am I lying? I just want somebody in the chat to tell me if I'm lying or am I lying. Tell me if the comparison that we are utilizing is only breaking us down. We never compare ourselves with things that are better than us or things that we think are better than us. We are always looking down to find something that we would consider ourselves to be better than. And once you do that, baby, once you do that, you are making the biggest mistake that you could possibly make. Because now you're looking at someone or something and seeing yourself in a state of lack. And trust and believe, this morning, I had that shit. I woke up this morning, I was like, okay, God, look. You know I'm a hard worker. You know that if you need me up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, you know I'm going to be up. You know, whatever you need me to do, you need me to spend hours with the people, I'm going to be there. You need me, whatever you need me to do, I'm going to do. Robin! Whatever you do, I'm going to do. Whatever you need me to do, I'm going to do. And then I started to be frustrated because I'm like, wait a minute, but I started comparing myself. And didn't even realize I was comparing myself in my own complaints. In my own frustration with saying, God, look, I need a peace of mind. See, a lot of people need a lot of things, right? We need money, we need love, we need this, we need that. We need all these things. I love money, so the abundance of that is I love that. Give me more. Give me more, because the more I got, the more I could do with that shit. Yes, I can do a lot of things with money that people won't even think about. In the best ways possible, by the way. Helping, sharing, caring, all that good shit. Plenty to spare and share. But what I need is a peace of fucking mind. Because you could have all the money in the world, but if you don't have a peace of mind, you could lose your mind behind that money. You could lose your mind trying to protect yourself, because you still don't trust nothing. So I ask for a peace of mind. God, I need a peace of mind. I need to wake up every day, know what the fuck I'm doing, make that money, do that thing. This is what I need. This is what I need for me. I don't know about nobody else, but I need consistency. And I'm an entrepreneur. When I tell you every dollar, I got to make that bitch myself. I don't have no welfare to go get. I don't have no job giving me no money. Right now, if I go back to my job, I owe them about $11,000, $12,000 now. I'm sure the interest is collecting like a motherfucker. When I walked off the job 2 years ago, I owe them $11,000. I owe the government 14. I think they said 14,000. It wasn't like 17,000, but they've been taking my taxes for years. So now it's like like 14. So I can't get no help from the government. I can't get no help from no fucking job, because even if I go get another job, the job that I have can garnish my wages because of the company that I work for. They have the legal right to garnish my fucking wages. So if I go work for anybody else, I'm still working for them. If I go, do you understand? So every dollar I make, I have to make for myself. I have rent. I have a car. I have a cell phone. I got internet. Fuck groceries. Let's forget about eating. We're not even gonna put eating in there. We're not even gonna put hygiene in there. Buying soap and this and that and buying laundry soap. Like, hello? Hello? Every dollar I have to make it. Every fucking dollar I make it. That's why when I give my time, I'm like, well, this time is fucking valuable. Like, I need y'all to know when I give you this hour of my time and I don't make a dollar, I want you to know this is considered a waste of time for me. Because I know I have to make every fucking dollar that comes in. So if I got to make that dollar and see the mindset, you see, and this is also something that I'm having to break, that I have to do it. Because I'm looking out at the world and I'm like, ugh. So it's been put on me. So then that journey of, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to figure this out? Where do I make this money from? And trust and believe, I do a lot of shit. I do a lot of stuff. I make jewelry. I do this. I do that. I do readings. I do so much shit that in a 24-hour clock, I do so much shit in one day. Sometimes I'll be like, and I'm still beating up myself. What else can I do? 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 And this morning I got angry because I was comparing myself. This morning, my major anger that came through me was the comparison. When I started to compare myself, it pissed me right the fuck off. I'm not gonna lie, I was pissed off with myself this morning. Literally because I saw myself in a comparison mode. And this is what made me come to this energy today. Coming and bringing this energy to you today. Because what it does, it helps you to take yourself out of comparison mode. So what was I comparing myself to this morning? I was comparing my life to lack. That's what I was doing. I was comparing myself to lack. I was comparing myself to an energy that wasn't serving me because I was beating up myself in why am I not able to take care of myself the way I want to? I have the want. I have the drive. I have the know-it-all. What's the fucking problem? And it came back to me again because you're still looking. You're still comparing your life to a no. I've spent more time with no in my life. No in relationships, no in friendships. Being betrayed. Like, I've dealt with so much no that yes was something that I had to train myself into. I had to train myself to yes because all I saw life was as a no. Being sexually abused, mentally abused, physically abused, being tossed aside, pouring into people, pouring into people, just went through the experience right here in this room, pouring into people, and then getting betrayed, then feeling like, it's like, whew. And all of that brings you back into a state of comparison, but not in the best way. You no longer compare yourself to the right things. You're no longer comparing yourself to the best. You're comparing yourself to that lack. You're comparing yourself to that person that deserves to be hurt. Why do people keep fucking me over? Why do people keep fucking me over? That was a question that I was asking myself for a minute. Why do people keep doing that to me? Like, why? What? Because I don't see the value in myself. I give of myself too easily. But I also give up myself too easily. Here's the thing. Sometimes you can see a swine and still, remember, pigs still eat. Pigs still eat. Remember they say don't cast your pearls to swine? Pigs still eat. And because I've dealt with so many pigs, I've dealt with so much hardship, it's easier to see the pig than it is to see God. It's easier to accept that people are going to fuck me over. Do you know how easy it has become for me, Taja? I'm telling you, it has become easy for me to believe that people are going to fuck me over. And that is work. Because it doesn't matter. I've had the experience where I give you my money, my time, my effort. I give you my love. I give you everything. And you would still treat me like shit. You would still fucking look at me and say, you know what? Nah, she aight. She don't need my help. That's usually what I get. People literally put me in a place where she don't need nobody help. And you know what? Fuck it. Put me in that place. Put me in that place. Because I realize, and this is what I've come down to in my spirit. See, when I get to where I want to go, I can literally say, I did it. When I get to where I want to go, I can literally say, I did that. I did that. Because if I look at support, if I start to compare, I compare my support system to other support systems that I've seen. I stop comparing myself. Because if I compare myself and I keep comparing myself, I want you to know the world won't look good. The world wouldn't look good. So every day, I want you guys waking up and I want you guys looking at the world in me. How do I work me today? How do I accomplish me today? And today my message is don't compare yourself to nobody. I look at an Elon Musk who has billions of dollars and I look at me who has maybe a few hundred in my bank account and I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Do I feel like a millionaire, billionaire in my spirit? Fuck yeah, where's my money? Where's my money? No. Fuck my shit at. How the fuck Elon doing so goddamn good? Sleeping with babies. And I ain't sleep with nobody. I ain't even get even a little scrub on the carpet in 6 years. Like, what the fuck? How the fuck this is why you can't compare yourself to nobody, because when I start looking at the world and I'm like, how the fuck is he's a trillionaire now? Oh, kiss my ass. Now he's a fucking trillionaire. And I'm still scrambling for $100? Nah, fuck this shit. What the fuck is the something ain't right. Something ain't right. But what's right for him is right for him. What's right for him is right for him. Now, if I keep comparing myself to this man who is exponentially growing, I'm looking at him growing while I'm looking at myself stagnating, because I look at my life and I'm like, where the fuck am I going to get $1 billion from? Right now, I'm trying to figure out where to get $1,000 from. How the fuck am I going to get my mind to $1 billion? And this is where a lot of y'all are at. You can't see past that circumstance. That's why it's so important for us to have these conversations, because what it does is it gives you a different set of clarity. It gives you something in your mind that lets you know that, hey, wait a minute, you know what? I gotta put this energy out there differently. I gotta put it out there differently. And literally, that's what I'm doing. I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there differently. And I realize in looking at things, it really does. It's either going to make you feel a sense of clarity or a deeper sense of confusion. When you're comparing yourself, ask yourself, because you're comparing yourself all day anyway. I used to compare myself to a Ayanna Van Zandt. And I used to be like, if Ayanna could do it, I could do it. I kept on comparing myself to her. Am I good enough? Then I compared myself to Long Island Medium. Am I good enough? Am I good enough? That's always the question. Am I good enough? And so I had to literally take the initiative to not compare myself to anybody else and not break anybody else down either. So I don't compare myself to other readers because I'm not them. So when people come to me and they're like, "Oh, well, this other reader told me this," and I don't give a fuck, to tell you the truth. I want to tell them I really don't give a fuck what anybody else told you. Because you coming to me with what somebody else told you, go back to them then. But you didn't like what the fuck they told you, or you didn't believe what they told you. So you coming to me praying that I could validate your shit. I don't know. Go back to them. I don't compare myself. I literally had to stop the comparison energy. And I'm telling you today, that's one of the biggest hurdles that we all have to face. I don't care right now, you could look at yourself. Look at yourself, look at your circumstances, and look at your life. Tell me who you're comparing yourself to. Tell me, who are you comparing yourself to? One person that you looked outside and compared yourself to. For me, when I'm gonna just put like Long Island Medium, because that's easier for me to spell than Ayanna's name. Right? Long. Look, I'm acting like I can't spell island either. Long Island Medium. That was one person I used to compare myself to. Okay, I've compared myself to a lot. But how are you comparing yourselves? Are you comparing yourselves in a elevation sense? Or are you comparing yourselves in a I'm not good enough sense? Which way are you looking at this coin? Which way are you looking at this energy? You see? Look at that. Some people are comparing themselves in health. It ain't money. For me, it was purpose. Like for me, I'm always comparing myself in a purpose sense. Like, what can I do to do more? What can I do to make more? Like, I need to do more. For some of you guys, it's health. You're looking at people that are healthy and you're like, why the fuck can't I be healthy? Like, why the fuck I gotta go through this disease and why I got to be sick? Look at this guy. He's molesting children and healthy as a horse. Is that fair? This guy's beating the shit out of his wife every single day, healthy as a horse. He's so healthy that he don't even get out of breath when he's beating her ass. So someone who doesn't have good health would look at that and say, wow, what a punishment. How many of you would look and say, what a punishment? What a disaster. So that comparison stuff is a real mother. And it has a lot of us really stuck. Has a lot of us as human beings really stuck. So I say to you, start to follow that first commandment. Because, Robin, you just told me that Elon Musk is a trillionaire. And I ain't gonna lie to you. For a split fucking second. For a split second, I just had to ask God some questions. For a split second, like, what the fuck? So, I'm scrambling for $1,000. And this motherfucker who's making slaves out of your children gets some extra money? I see why people do bad on this planet. I see why people decide to do wicked things sometimes on this planet, because it seems like those who are wicked are the ones that are prospering. But I want you to know that ain't got nothing to do with money. That has to do with their collective. That has nothing to do with money. It really don't. Because money passes through everybody's hands. It don't matter who the fuck you are. Money don't give a shit. Tall, short, fat, skinny, you're a loser. You don't got no friends. It don't fucking matter. Money passes through your hand anyway. So it's not the money. So we got to get that off of her. We have to get that off of her. Because it's not the money. Yeah, it got to be easier. It's like, well, the new billions have now become the new millions. So it should be easier for us to get to it. But then I'm going to tell y'all straight up, that anxiety of lack is a real fucking thing. That anxiety of lack puts so much other gods before you that it hurts you in major ways. Lack is a god that you putting before you. Oh, because that fucking anxiety from lack. Like right now, in this month of June, coming out of May, being an entrepreneur, this month of June, it's like taking a man's balls and twisting them and twisting until you can't twist anymore. That's what I feel. See those words, I feel? That's what I feel like I'm dealing with. Now, I have to work on that I feel to elevate it. That's why I keep telling y'all, get happy. Get happy, because happiness is the only thing that's going to get you out of that feeling, because you need to feel happy. You need to feel at peace. You need to feel that if you want anything to flow. For real. And that lack energy is so strong. That lack energy is something that takes a lot of people out. Right now, in this month, so far, up until the 18th, up until today, this month right here, This 6 has fucking taken, yo, I, all the work that I've done for the last year, I've had to play out in this 1 month. I've already felt suicidal. I've already tried to figure out how I could kill myself. Like, I've done all of this month already. All of that. I haven't felt like I wanted to really truly kill myself in a good minute now. At least a year or two. But this month already, I've already sat down like, God, Jesus. Like, y'all just, I need to get out of this. I need to get out of this fucking hole. And that energy is strong. And it has you, I know it has me compare myself to so much less than shit that I needed. I've been comparing myself to less than. I put myself in a position where nobody don't give a fuck. That's my favorite one. Whenever I put myself in that position, don't nobody give a fuck about you, Tasha. If you would have died today, so what? That's always my favorite one that I go back to. My comparison is not what you would think. My comparison is, oh, well, you know what? The living, those who are doing is fine, and those who aren't doing aren't fine. Oh, man, I tell you. And this is where, be careful. Be careful what you are giving, because it ain't it. Girl, when I tell you some arms be holding me up, because if it's up to me, y'all, if it was up to me, I would not be here. If it was up to me right now, today, in this very moment, if it was up to me right now, I would not be here. I would have left this planet years ago. And I think that's what my biggest hurdle is. Because I've lived a struggle life, I grew up struggling. My mom died when I was 8 years old. I was already in a struggle then. I was already being mentally, sexually, and physically abused. And the one thing that started to hurt me from young was the fact that I was always told that I can't protect you. I can't take care of you. I can't, because there's something more important than you. You see this comparison, evaluating two or more things and identifying its similarities and differences? I started to see the difference between me and everything else, that I was not valuable and every fucking thing else in this world was. That job is more valuable than me. That man is more valuable than me. The fucking dog, your pet, is more valuable than me. That's what I learned from life. I learned from life that everything else is better than you. Because when I was being abused and I told my mother said, sorry, baby, you have to go back there. I don't have anywhere else to put you. And I have to go to work. I have to make money. My circumstances has always been, let me replace you. That's why me and money has such a diabolical relationship. That's why me and money have the relationship that we have. And I need you guys to go and check your relationship, money. I had to learn what my money monsters were. I had to learn where my lacks are. I had to learn where I'm comparing myself. I had to learn this. And I'm still learning it every day. I want you guys to know that When I come and I talk to you, it ain't because I got it together. It's not because I got it so together that I need to come and talk down to you. No, I'm talking fucking with you. We going through this shit same time, honey. We going through this together. That's what we doing here. We in this together. And so it puts me in a place where it's like, it becomes overwhelming. Because, again, how many things do you think is more important than you? How many things have you compared yourself to or compared life to? How many things have you put in that element? How many things? This is what I want you guys doing with yourselves today. I want you guys doing your comparison list. Because I compare myself to the richest of the rich. When I look at the richest of the rich, the sultans and the this and the that, shit, they take a doo-doo just like me. They doo-doo just like me. So I don't look at them and see like, oh yeah, you deserve this so much more than me. But then I also see the lack in the world. Because I've been there, so I could look at that homeless man and compare myself to him too. I can compare myself to the abused. I can compare myself to the things. I can compare myself to a lot of shit. And so the comparison and the contrast that I now have to deal with is this is the work that needs to now be done. Now this is the work to be done. Because the difference between comparison and contrast is some real shit. So look, comparing versus contrasting. While a comparison genuinely highlights both similarities and differences, contrasting focuses strictly on how things differ. You see the difference between comparison and contrast? We are looking at things from a standpoint where everything is different, where everything is meant to be separated. And that's because we've been programmed in this nature. And I'm asking you today to take your God power back. Take your God power back. Take your God power back. Because if you could allow yourself to at least do that, you'll be good. You will be fine. Stop comparing yourself to others. Because you shall have no other gods before me. So today, that's my work. That's my literal work today. Stop comparing myself to my broke self too. How many of you guys are comparing yourselves to your circumstances? That's why you feel like you're going 10 steps forward and 3 steps back, because you start looking and contrasting your life again. You start looking at the similarities. Oh, wait, this happened to me before and that happened to me before. And you know what? And you start to literally compare. And that literally right now is what's kicking my ass. Yo, this happened to me before. God, why you put me back in this position? Because your mind is in comparison mode. Take yourself out of it. Take yourself out of it. Today, after having this conversation with you guys, that's my work. My work is not to look at myself and compare myself any further. Stop comparing yourself to lack. Don't even compare yourself to abundance. Just stop comparing yourself at all, because nothing is above you. Nothing is below you either. You just fucking are. But what do you choose to just be? Without the comparison, I'm rich in every area of my life. And leave it there. And leave it right there. Because when you do, that's when you'll find your power. When you do, that's when you'll find your strength. So take your initiative, take your drive, take whatever it is. Put yourself in a power position. And today, see all the things that you have compared yourself to and take your power back from it. Look at your coworkers, look at everything. Have you been comparing your job, your worth, your value, your sexiness, your smarts? Everything about you. What have you been comparing? And how dangerously have you guys used this comparison to block yourselves? So y'all, this is it. Have a beautiful day. Take yourselves and do something great with it. And go forward. Go forward. That's all y'all got to do. Why do I swear so much? Because I fucking can. Fuck, suck your mama, fuck you, take it, ram it up your fucking cunt, because I can. That's why I swear so much. That's why. If you want to know. Because I'm 48 years old and I could do whatever the fuck I want. And if you don't like it, you know what you could do? You could fucking leave. You could not even be here. You could dissipate. You could disappear. That's what you could do. But don't ask me no questions. Unless you giving me money, unless you paying my bills, unless you doing everything for me, you ain't even giving me a penny. You up in this motherfucker asking me why I do what I do. Why? Because what? People who don't cuss is better than people that cuss? Huh? Is that what it is? Is that why? Because people that cuss, that don't cuss, they're more mature, they're more unselfish. Because there's a lot of people I know that don't cuss and they're raping fucking babies. There's a lot of people that I know right now that they don't swear, they don't drink, they don't cuss, they do all the moral shit right, and they got a child rubbing in their pum-pum right now, rubbing out their dick right now, sucking out them. You guys don't come at fucking me. I'm the wrong fucking one. I will rip you apart. I tell you guys that. I'm not the fucking one. Don't come with your holier than thou fucking bullshit. Because you may not cuss at all, but yet you fucking somebody's husband. You sleeping with somebody's wife. You're a fucking thief. You're an immoral piece of shit. So while you guys sit down there with your holier than thou fucking capes, don't come at me with them. Don't come at me with them. I'm going to tell you straight, I'm not the one. I'm not that person. Because don't think I don't see the vileness and the nastiness of fucking humanity. So why you guys want to sit down there and talk about, oh, well, don't cuss and don't do this and why do you do that and why do you do that? At least I'm not fucking raping no babies in the background. I'm not fucking nobody's man. I'm not putting my hands on nobody's things. I'm not stealing. I'm not cursing you. I'm not doing nothing. Fuck you. people. Don't come here. Don't come here. I got the vengeance of God in my spirit. And I call out stupidity everywhere I turn. So, like I was saying, y'all, be unfuckable with and have an amazing fucking day. And guess what? Even when I say the word fuck, I'm still God's success project. Because I still know it, I still see it, I still speak it, I still love it, I still do it, I still feel it, and I still am it. So you guys run around with your holier than thou. You see that comparison shit? That comparison shit is killing y'all. That comparison shit is killing y'all. Just remember the first disciple that Jesus went and found, for all you Bible thumpers out there. The first disciple that Jesus found was the one that they called the nastiest, the vilest, the one who cussed the most, the one who will bung you on top of your head quick, Simon. And Simon didn't stop cussing. Simon didn't stop being a force to be reckoned with. Simon used all of that and made it into rock faith. So anything that came in front of him that he was like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Nah, keep your shit to yourself. Do not let anybody take their comparisons and break you down as a person. Because you don't know what they're doing behind those closed doors. You don't know. While they're being holier than thou. You know how many people are holier than thou right now? They don't smoke, they don't drink, they don't cuss, they don't do nothing. They don't do nothing by conventional standards. But yet, those are the ones that do some of the most abusive things on this planet. Please don't get it fucked up. Please don't get it fucked up. And it's better that I say fuck than I say go run in traffic. Do you see how go running in traffic actually is more dangerous than me saying, fuck? That's the one thing that my mother told me. She said, you could cuss, but don't curse a man. Cuss, but don't curse. And I think y'all need to learn the difference. And when y'all learn the difference, come back to me. But before that, stay the fuck away from me. So I love you guys. Take your comparison off. Take that energy off yourselves. Go forward. Be unfuckable with. Have no other gods before you. So I have nobody telling you how you're supposed to do it and walk with it. Like, you don't know you don't get to tell me how the fuck to do me. You don't get to tell me how to do me. I'ma do me. Because I'm the one that has to deal with the repercussions. I'm the one that has to deal with the ups, the downs, and the ins and outs. Don't let yourselves consistently keep being broken down by what someone tells you that they think you're supposed to be moving with. Because that's when they'll find themselves going. And why do you guys always think when somebody checks y'all that they angry? No, stupid motherfucker, you just dumb. And I just don't do stupid. I don't tolerate it even for a fucking second. So no, there's no anger. There's just intolerance to fucking stupidity. That's what it is. It's intolerance, honey. To fucking slow. People are quick to always ask people why they're angry when they call out their shit. Nobody's angry. Trust and believe, y'all don't even know what anger is. I think y'all need to learn what anger is before y'all start spewing that word, because I don't think y'all even know what angry is. Half of y'all don't even know what anger is. Y'all don't even understand how dangerous a real angry fucking person could be. Y'all don't even understand. That's why you don't have no, you hiding behind a veil, bitch. You end up hiding behind a veil. And I'm calling you a female dog. That's what I'm calling you. And I know exactly the word that I'm using. Because I've compared you to someone who just comes and just gets fucked. Leaves their puppies all over the place and bounce. Oh, somebody got fucked and created your sloppy ass. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. All right. Y'all ain't gonna get me into this today. Thank you. Enjoy. And I'll see y'all later.